Good evening, dear hearts. I wanted to take this moment to honor this very powerful day, the Mary Magdalene Feast, in really putting all of my blessings and respect into honoring the Sacred Divine Feminine. As many of you may see, my eyes are a little tired. My spirit is going through some major transformation as I want to speak about what happened last night and really just bring the reverence of what this day is and how honored I was to participate as a representation of the Sacred Divine Masculine. For as many of you know, my dear sacred beloved held a very powerful sacred circle with some beautiful, wonderful priestess that were brought here into our sacred sanctuary. And I just feel just so grateful that I was invited, knowing that these sacred circles, these sacred gatherings, these temples are really dedicated for those that have been initiated and those that have felt the call to be invited, especially those that are in the feminine divine spirit within what they have collaborated over thousands of years in Egypt, and to embark upon this as a male to be invited, in which many men do not have the opportunity to even witness, let alone experience and be a part of it. I just, in great appreciation and just beyond words, just deep, deep thanks to Honey and all the beloved hearts that were here last night. I'm still a little overclamped and trying to find words to express this experience, but I know, being that this is a very powerful day, I wanted to come on raw, a little sleep deprivated, and just as many of you know, when going through a very powerful transformation, the body is just a little out of whack right now. So thank you for accepting me as I am right now, as I accept myself and my own imbalance. Last night was one of the most powerful experiences, let alone ceremonies, that I've ever taken part of. To witness priestess, goddesses come forward and really be completely in divine respect, divine compassion, in divine love for one another, and honoring the sacred divine feminine was, wow, just so heart touching. It really gave the depth of the highest level of respect I could possibly imagine. And I just bow in great honor to my dear beloved Honey Bee, and how when she has come forward and dedicate her deep devotion in what comes through her and standing up for one of the most powerful feminine sacred divine figures in our history, and embark that journey in sharing the education, the truth, and the pureness that comes through her. For I've been with her now over 2.5 years, and I understand in her ceremony she has a natural, powerful gift. Yet last night was beyond anything I experienced, because I saw the rawness when being presented in a truly divine, sacred feminine circle. And as the only male in the room, I just sat and witnessed and felt the love about each and every one could innately experience. It is that love that we know from the feminine, the creator, that naturally is here, that connects to the divine that has unfortunately been so suppressed It has been pushed down and it's been hidden. As we know, Mary Magdalene and the rise has only been recently of the past several years. And I feel honored that my beloved and every individual that was here brought forth their highest nature and highest divinity in honoring her, in honoring the feminine. And I feel grateful that as I came in to witness how much it affected me beyond what I could possibly imagine. Even in the morning, a dear sacred brother of mine, we went out on the paddleboard and I wanted to connect with a powerful masculine, a sacred masculine, just to really bring forth my love. And it was really amazing because we went out on a beautiful lake out here and we just connected heart to heart. And one of our deep conversations, a bald eagle flew right by. And it just started the magic of really filling the heart up and really feeling the love of our relationship, which empowered me to come in my fullness of my sacred divine masculine, knowing that the role that I had was not only here to witness it, but also to experience and contribute my part. I'm aware that in my incarnation, in the great love of my heart, I have a huge role, as many have seen through the healings, through the presence, through the sacred listening of holding that space and being that love and presenting myself in full authenticity of what it is to be a sacred divine masculine. And to show up last night and to be around these sacred goddesses and watch my beloved shine and go to the depths of her heart, to her tears, to the stories. And really, what I appreciated was the deep education, understanding that these temples, that the mystery schools, and the energies that have been so suppressed have such a great level of mysticism, magic, and most important, love, in which it really opened my eyes to a greater degree of what I could possibly imagine, because as it was expressed, the frequency in the room, the vibration of what was being carried out, the sacred roses, the 6 hours in deep devotion that my beloved placed in was like a beautiful rose unfolding its love and sharing its majestic nature. And I could only just sit in awe as I'm sitting here in awe, witnessing, wow, what it is to really, really feel and truly take in this experience, because this was initiation for me. I was invited and I was able to participate, which a dream that I could never imagine, to be and watch goddesses, priestess in their pureness, celebrating their divine nature and fully bringing forth what we are here to do and celebrating the rise of the sacred divine feminine. One of my most favorite parts was watching each and every individual being washed from my dear beloved, from their feet to their hands, of letting go of the shame, the hurt, the oppression. And it was amazing because I just sat there. I almost felt like a knight that was just standing in the highest honor to witness and to really just send the highest vibrations of love and light and respecting and valuing and purely honoring this sacred, beautiful exercise that was done as with the beautiful water and the milk and the holy water and the golden, beautiful sprinkles that honey did so well. And just feeling and watching the tears come down, feeling how each one became empowered, and noticing how graceful Honey just used her hands to wipe the fingers, to delicately place her hands on the feet, and to hold each goddess, each priestess in the most sacred way was wow. I'm speechless because it's beyond words. It's just pure, pure love. And to be surprised that I was the last to be cleansed and to be cleared and to wash that toxic masculine, not only within me, but within the whole representation of the collective that I felt I was so honored to be a part of. So I thank you, honey, and honor you, my dear beloved, and all the goddesses that brought me in and allowed me to participate in an event that most people, most men, will not be able to. For these temples to enter require a huge discipline, an initiation that takes lifetimes to be a part of. And for Honey to bring them forward and to share the great wisdom of it is now opening up our collective to fully celebrate and now honor what is before us. I felt so blessed and I felt so honored. And as this beautiful horn in the background is blaring and beeping, I thank the energies that have awoken me within myself to be a witness of what it is to fully embrace the sacred divine feminine. And what was so magical about last night was as soon as my hands were washed, as soon as my feet were washed, then I was given such a powerful, wonderful exercise that was actually communicated and delivered by Mary Magdalene herself, explaining to Honey in her morning prayer of the importance of me to be there and to offer the apology for all of the pain, all of the suppression, all of the dense energies of the patriarchal systems that have diminished our sacred feminine divine. I was given the great gift to look into each of the Magdalene hearts and share from the bottom of my heart in asking for forgiveness, asking for the apologies of all that has been placed forward on them, and feeling that connection, those tears that flew between our eyes, the words that came forward in the recognition of what the toxic masculine has done for thousands of years, and to stand in great honor, in great innocence, and recognition of what I have done and what many have done in the male forms, to fully present that to our dear sacred Magdalene hearts with a rose, following by the words of how we value you, we honor you, we celebrate you, and we hold you in our highest, dearest hearts in the Creator and in the love and in the great goddess that has come down to this earth in this divine mission to fully ascend in our highest purpose. So I felt so completely honored and just bedazzled to share this experience and to really feel this heart this deep, deep connection with each of them. Walk, moving from beautiful goddess, beautiful priestess, and really feeling my wings and my expansion opening up before each one. And by the time I was done, I all I could do was just sit in awe and feel the bliss of my heart just fill up with just such gratitude and thanks and dear, dear appreciation that my beloved honey placed the trust within myself, which he has done for these 2.5 years, which I've definitely created so much pain and hurt and devastation in my own toxic masculinity that the mind wants to cover up, that it may want to defend or personalize. And to take forward this moment and then finish with her last. After all of the beautiful goddesses, then I had the great gift to stare and to connect my dear eyes to my sacred beloved's eyes and look within her and speak from the depth of my heart and offer the apologies, the forgiveness of what not only I have done to her, but what have many masculine have done, and to really speak to that place and hold myself accountable and allow that to come forth in its most authentic form was truly a gift that is beyond that I can express right now, because words right now I'm explaining, but as you know, sometimes this English language tends to be a little difficult. If I could speak in Spanish, I could get a little more artsy, but I'll stay in my English for now. And so as I honor this moment and expressing the feelings from my heart, honoring what has happened, I feel so blessed that at the very end of the event, I was given the beautiful opportunity to have each of the goddesses come up to me and offer their blessing. To be embraced and to be held and to be supported was one of the most unbelievable experiences, where I'm aware that our dear sacred feminine divine is the container that holds the masculine so that we can grow and support in our infinite, beautiful nature of our trifold flame. Last night, to have each beautiful, dear, sacred Magdalene heart approach me, hug me, place their hands on my heart was an experience that I'm still moving through, an experience that to me has brought such an impact that it is still enveloping and still marinating and still moving through me, that I'm trying to find words other than just deep gratitude, deep love, and deep appreciation. Knowing that this has been a platform that Honey has presented to me ever since I met her, to expand and to grow and to rise. And all I can say is to be invited, and for any sacred masculine, beautiful heart to be placed in this is the highest gift one may ask, because I do feel that love is the source of all. It is the power of the universe, and it is what we're here to be and to express. And last night, it was pure love, pure expression, and pure divinity held at its highest. that I literally couldn't stop crying from each person that was coming up, because it was also a beautiful awakening for me to receive. And as many of us light workers that give so much, just to receive and be open and to allow these beautiful tears to wash away the guilt, the shame, the blame, and even me as a masculine, to let go of the pains that I get so upset with in myself and my dear brothers and fathers that know we have a beautiful road ahead. But what I did experience last night is an awakening for me to rise and to share this wisdom, to share the experiences that touched my heart so deep, so that we can fully honor the rise of the sacred divine feminine. We can honor Mary Magdalene to the highest of all apostles and recognize this feminine Christ consciousness is here in our deep, beautiful ascension process. To fully, fully, fully bow in reverence and to feel from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. I thank you, Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, and all the ascended masters and beings that were present. For I'm aware in these sacred gatherings, there's so much that is happening on the ethereal level and on a multidimensional level. And as each person slowly departed with hugs and tears and just love, it completely communicated to me, this is where we're at right now. This is what's in front of us. There's no other way to be love. It is love, and it is completely here within our hearts. And so I thank each of you that were here. I thank my dear, sacred, beloved, and I know, Gia, I still don't have words. I just have tears. And it was funny because all day today I've been like knocked out. It's kind of funny because I knew that it may have been hard to step in front of this camera, but a good, perfect reminder from my beloved is that once we step into the heart, once we come into the heart, nothing can stop us anymore. All we can do is just feel that power from the heart and live from that. And last night was a pure example of beautiful dear goddesses that came forward to live from their heart and to embark and grow and expand from there. And I just completely bow to each of them, and especially to my dear beloved, for to be initiated as a Magdalene in our sacred sanctuary, in our sacred home, is something I can't even describe right now. All I can do is just feel and share with all of you and what's moving through me, and the joy and the compassion and the excitement now to share this with my dear brothers, with my dear sacred fathers, with the dear sacred divine masculine, so that we can all support and hold each other in our dear divine sisters and mothers and sacred feminine energies. So I thank you for all listening and supporting, and most important, honoring this day and honoring what has come before us. For each day in my prayers, I honor my beloved in her devotion. And last night, it could not be more of an authentic, clear, pure, devoted state that she took forward, and give the opportunity now for all of us to rise in our power, and to all of us to clear and cleanse all the shame, the pain, the oppression. It's given us the opportunity now to fully step forward, not halfway, but the full essence of who we are. So all I can say is I love you eternally, my dear sacred love. I love each and every one of you that were here and that are participating in this beautiful ascension, because it is a gift that we get to experience. And the more we get to share these moments and open our hearts, we know that we're supporting one another. We're supporting our fellow beautiful humanity and the collective that is here to support us and all that comes forward. In the roses that were brought forward last night, it was something that all I can say was unbelievable, mystical, magical, an experience I will never forget. So I wanted to take this moment to share that from my heart, in my pureness, in my love, and in my light, that we all have this in front of us. We all have these sacred hearts that are blooming, that are unfolding, and that are allowing us to fully rise in the Magdalena hearts that we are. Wishing you a very beautiful night, beautiful love, and thank you from my heart to your heart for fully receiving this.